Scroll through social media, and it feels like everyone is building income streams except you. It looks fast, it looks easy, but instead of making progress, you just end up pulled in a dozen different directions. The truth is, most side hustles fail, but it's not because the business models themselves are broken. People fail because they jump from one idea to the next before anything has a chance to work. To fix this, we need to stop idea hopping entirely. We are going to build the One Focus Side Hustle Blueprint, a specific framework designed to force clarity and keep you on track. Grab a blank piece of paper or open a new digital document. Draw a line down the middle and another across the center, dividing your page into 4 distinct sections. We are replacing vague ambition with a physical constraint. Putting this on paper creates a strict boundary for your attention, which is the required first step to escaping the cycle of constantly starting over. Let's start with the top left quadrant. Write down 3 or 4 side hustle ideas you've been thinking about trying. Now we apply the elimination protocol. We need to cut out anything based on a sudden trend or whatever happens to be going viral right now. When people see what's popular and try to copy it, they run into the saturated crowd. By the time an opportunity reaches peak visibility online, it is mathematically too late to stand out. This massive rush of new competitors immediately dilutes the market. You end up following the crowd, competing for a shrinking slice of value that no longer exists. Look at your list. Take your pen and physically cross out any idea that you wrote down just because it's currently popular on social media. You should have one surviving idea left. Circle it, write it at the very top of your page, and commit to putting every other pursuit on pause. Ruthlessly narrowing your choices stops you from fragmenting your energy. Choosing one focus is mandatory before moving forward. In the top right quadrant, we are going to isolate your high-value skill. This is the core operational mechanism that actually drives your chosen side hustle. Do not confuse administrative busywork with skill development. Registering an LLC, designing a logo, or building a website are tasks, not the core capability that brings in revenue. Identify the actual capability you need to execute your idea, like writing copy, editing video, or writing code, and write that single skill down in quadrant 2. This is what you will practice every day. Now we move to the bottom left quadrant. Here, we have to shift your perspective away from trying to make money and focus entirely on solving a problem for someone else. We do this using the value formula. It reads like this: I help a specific target audience solve a specific problem by applying my one focus. Write this sentence out in your third quadrant and fill in the blanks based on the skill you just identified. There is a strict divide between wanting extra income and providing a useful solution. If you aren't offering something that actively removes a pain point for a client or customer, they won't pay you. Money isn't the target. Financial compensation is a byproduct of reliably solving specific problems for specific people. For the final quadrant, we need to address time. The expectation that you will see results in a few weeks is a trap. Building real income takes months and often years. To cement this, write the phrase "results take months" in large letters across the very bottom edge of your blueprint. Next, we establish your daily momentum routine. This ensures you consistently execute the skill you selected, regardless of short-term outcomes. Look at your daily schedule and lock in a non-negotiable 30 to 60-minute window. Write this time slot down in the bottom right quadrant and treat it as a mandatory daily appointment to work on your skill. Showing up every day builds momentum. Over an extended period, these small, scheduled blocks of effort begin to compound, turning isolated tasks into steady progress that becomes incredibly difficult to stop. Take a look at your completed page. Instead of juggling 6 different ideas and acting on none of them, you now have a clear, documented boundary for your attention. You have established your 4 pillars: one primary focus, one core skill to practice, one specific problem to solve, and one scheduled routine to follow every day. The difference between failure and long-term success does not come down to finding a perfectly unique idea. It comes down to your execution. If you found this blueprint useful, like this video and subscribe for more strategies on building wealth. Then close this app, sit down, and execute your very first time block. True success doesn't come from doing more things at once. It comes from doing the right things,